Hi beautiful soul, here's Julie for another weekly guidance reading. I'm so happy to be with you here today to share another message from the divine. I have been really channeling a lot this week and receiving so much information that I really want to share with you today. So for you who are new to this channel, welcome. I'm really so grateful to have you here, and for all the people that have followed me since the beginning of my journey. That is quite long now, and just share a bit of what I'm here to do. So my mission is to counsel, to teach, and to share divine message. So the way I work is as much on the physical than the energetic side of the body, the mind, the soul. I actually have such a particular journey of mine that I'm going to link here for you to actually dive in, because actually I could write a book about it. But here it's really to say that what I channel is really my guide that's sending me like the message, and I have had that gift since I was a little girl. But I also was a dancer, and then I went really in the health industry as a massage therapist and really rehabilitation. So I really understand a lot about the physical body as much as the esoteric side of the energetic side of the body, but also like mental health in general. So now I'm nearly a holistic counselor, so in a few months I'll be graduating. But it is some things as having one-on-one session with people that I have done for a long time, and really doing my diploma as a holistic counselor was to make sure I had all the tools to really do what I meant to do, and actually only confirm that I was supposed to do that. And the way I work is, I love to work with tarot and oracle card, but I work with different tools as well. I do dream therapy, back flower, I work with crystal. I also just do simple life counseling, so just talking therapies, so I bring really a lot of what I have learned so far combined in one. So let's get started in the message of this week. So I received quite a lot of message that I want to share now with you before we dive into the card to get more clarity about it, but it's quite clear. So something that I was actually sharing while I was hiking this week, it's emotion. But it's talking about emotion, but it is talking in particular about the categories we put emotion in. And what I want to say with that, and if you watch my video, you know where I'm going already, but it's like we put everything in a case, in a categories, when actually we are free spirit that don't need to be put in a box, but we try so hard to put ourselves in a box to actually belong to the human world. And what I wanted to explain you with this, and again, you take what resonates with you within that, because they might not resonate, but it's that, we put our emotion in positive case or negative case. And what happens is that when we feel joyful, everything is good, it's in the positive case. But when we have emotions that are quite difficult to actually pinpoint, or that are actually sadness, grief, we put that in the negative case. And therefore what's going on with that is that we attach ourselves to it. So when you feel good, you will never ask yourself, oh, why am I feeling good today? What are the things that are the triggering of why I'm feeling good? We flow with it. We just flow and enjoy this time. Compared to when we have a more challenging emotion coming, what we do, we like, why am I feeling that? Why am I feeling this negative energy coming, emotion coming? And what I would like to bring here for you to maybe take awareness around it is that when we actually attach to that, we actually are unable to let this emotion flow inside us to actually give us the message that is meant to be there, because every emotion are a message that is coming there, like, you know, when we have a symptom, they are the same. Emotion and symptom in the body are messages that want to show you the way. But the fact that you are actually attaching yourself to it make it difficult to see it, because actually you froze yourself. And we talk about that. When we froze ourselves, the energy is not able to flow. Therefore, we're not able to gently, like receive message and receive intuitive guidance to where we are supposed to go with that. So maybe in the next week, because it's a message that is coming here, so I feel, you know, already I'm saying that every time, but the energies that are coming are really triggering, and they are going to be more and more triggering with what's happening in the world. Some people will be able to see it, some people will not be able to see it, depending on which path of awakening we are. And there is nothing wrong with that. Again, we all are on a different journey, but at the end of the day, we all awaken, no matter if we saw our awakening or if we didn't. But for the people who are actually really open to all that energy and see very strongly what is going on right now, and if you are an awakened person, you understand what I mean. But again, everyone have their own trust, and that's really important to recognize. But as you go through this, what is going on right now, it affects our life, because everyone is going to actually take their own decision, make their own choice in life. And what I want to say here is to bring definitely the compassion energy into it, even if it's actually very challenging at the time, but that's really the only thing you can do. I mean, you can try to convince a person about some things, but the thing is, everyone is actually have the freedom to choose for themselves what they want to do. And so what I want to say for you to actually be able to protect yourself, as this energy are going to come strongly and stronger, and I want to say strongly, they'll come strongly, but they are stronger and stronger. I want you to be able to actually step back and watch these emotions for what they are, because they are just emotion. They do not need to be classified as negative or positive. They are part of the human journey, and that's you know why we are here to, you know, is to experience them. And so while you're experiencing them and being able, you know, you might not be able to detach from them in the beginning, but as you become more and more used to do that, you realize the beauty into it of actually stepping back and be able to look at them for what they are, energy that comes and go to show you the way. And what I want to say about that as well is to really be able to breathe into it and to come back to your meditation space. Another thing that I was saying about meditation is that often, not that people that take it for granted, but what I want to say is because it's free and actually available for everyone that want to actually create that practice for themselves, sometimes we actually do not even see that it's right there, because we think that for some things to be valuable, and that might be subconscious, we have to pay for it, when actually this technique, they're right there to help you. There is so many techniques for health that are right there free of charge that we can do, but there are some things that we need to put in practice every day of our life, and that's always challenging, because detaching from our thought, from our emotion, is actually something quite triggering as well. And you know, thought, emotion, they are always going to be part of the human journey. So if you are actually practicing meditation or a practice that bring you in that state, you'll be able more and more to actually just see them for what they are. And that's really what I wanted to actually start our reading about, because that was a strong message that happened this week, and dive in a bit more. So I received the message as well to read you the 30th of October of Trust Life. Beautiful already. We are wonderful spiritual being having a human experience. There we go. It's quite incredible, because I actually never read anything before, and I love how much it's accurate. I am one with life, and all of life loves and supports me. Therefore, I claim for myself peace of mind and joy of living for every age of my life. Each day is new and different and brings its own pleasures. I am an active participant in this world. I am an eager student with an intense desire to learn. And I love that, because this is really saying, meditation is a learning. It's not something that is done over a few days. It may take years, but it's practicing and coming back to yourself every single day. I take excellent care of my body. I choose thoughts that make me happy. I have a strong spiritual connection that sustains me at all times. I am not my parents, nor do I have to age or die the way they did. I am my own unique self, and I choose to live a deeply fulfilling life until my last day on this planet. I am at peace with living, and I love all of life. This is the truth of my being, and I accept it as so. All is well in my life. Oh, I just feel it's so beautiful. It just really put the final note on what I was trying to bring to you today. And I really, really, really love that, because you choose your thought and you choose to actually decide to connect to yourself every day for health, mental health, physical health, spiritual well-being. And I think, this is why I often talk about the same subject, but it's because in reality it's very, not that it's very simple, but it's right there in front of us, all the things that can help us to have the best life. To applicate them is another story, but it really require willingness to actually balance your life in the most simple way. Again, I come back to simple, but what I want to say is simple to me is because it's actually just in front of us. There is no need to search further. It's right there. It just has to be put in practice. And that's the other story. So we're going to actually start with our tarot card for this week to see if there is anything else that want to come. The compassion is a big theme here, and I just feel it's some things to practice. And I think more and more you go to your altar, to your sacred space, or to your drawing book, or to your hike, you will be able to more and more connect to yourself and to that. Like myself this week, I felt that I needed to go on hike so many times because I had work to do for myself and for the work I am going to continue to do, and this is just perfect as it is, and I really, really love that. So I'm going to also link down below all these beautiful deck that beautiful spiritual beings are channeling and creating, and artists, and share them. If you tune in into one of them, you know which one they are. And often it's like that I find new decks, is when I watch other people picking them, and then I fall in love with one, and then I jump online and they link them there, and yeah. Ooh, we have a few cards that will come out. We're nearly there. It's quite a few decks that wanted to be part of this reading this week. Well, the guides are just saying right now there is the need of being silent. Really silent with the self. Yeah. Oh my god, guys, you're going to love that. Yeah. Oh, you know what? I just love my work. I just love my work because it's just, every single day it reminds me that I'm supposed to do this, because the message that I actually shared with you just know, I just want to share this with you right now, because the card that came for emotional is joy and sadness. Actually, this card never ever came out of this deck. And I'm going to read this to you. I have no idea what it says, but I'm so in, what would be the chance to actually talk about emotion and joy and sadness when I just explained that. In most days, there will be moment of joy and moment of sadness. Yet, we might not notice one feeling over the other. The intensity of the sadness might not feel equal to the joy. Yet, if you pay attention, they often both present, no matter how amazing or challenging life is for you right now. Whichever feeling you notice more often, try to see if you can spot micro moments in your day where you experience the other, because both can offer us insightful feedback. You see, so again, it's emotion, it's not bad and good, it's actually they are here to bring you feedback about what you are experiencing and what message is wanting to be said to you at that time. Just love that. I love that. So with our tarot, what do we have? So we have the Queens of Cups. And the Queens of Cups, she really surrenders again about all that she feels inside her. I mean, today that's really what I feel with her. I feel she come often, in my readings, but to me, it's like she's very connected to the emotion. The cups are the emotion, and you can see the water. So it's almost like, if we talk about emotion, she has been able to cry everything out of her body, and still she surrendered to the trust of where she's going to be guided no matter what, because she knows that, again, I hear this is an emotion, this is a part of an energetic thing that is happening in herself. That what I'm hearing from the guide, that because I channel what the guide are saying about the card, you just have to understand the way I work is really intuitively. What they are saying is that she has been able to actually let flow what was inside her from past life or from this lifetime that needed to be healed. And yet she may not understand why all these tears are coming out, but she's not attaching herself to it. She let it flow, she let it come out to then surrender to what is actually showing, because there is space within her now to see the way. I love that. I love what they are actually saying. And it creates a space of alignment to also connect to the universe, but also not just to the universe, it's actually to connect with the cosmos that is even further from that. And that is going to be able for you to recall again every part of yourself that were probably blocked from energetic trauma, that now they are released in this way for it to create the space for you to receive. I'm channeling exactly what they are saying right now, and you see me looking in the side, but it's because I'm taken away. They're showing me the way. I often use the same words, but sometimes it's so incredible what I see that it's very hard to put that in words. But I'm actually moving up. I'm moving up to the universe, but to all the cosmos, and so now that she flashed out everything out of her, she's able to receive that spark, that connection that is going to really open unlimitless possibilities in front of her, because we are here on earth to recall every part of ourselves, because there is a big work to do all together. Again, the connection of the people, we are all connected at it's funny how this message need to come back all the time. As the flower of life, we are all connected as one being. And if you will, you could even say that the universe is inside us, and actually the universe is trying to do its work through us. And that's grace. That's grace, and surrendering to trusting what the universe, what God, what the source, whoever you believe in is actually trying to do through you in a beautiful, loving way to create a world where we are all connected and where the vibration is high. It's actually beautiful. And they also say where the suffering is dismantled. Wow. Incredible. To me, the Page of Wands is saying, grab life in your hand. It's time for you to show up. It's time for you to know that you have all the capacity within you to actually, again, create the life you want, but also to impact others in a good way. Again, it's not about convincing, but it's being able to actually share your truth with humanity. So trust that and live your life fully, regardless what others are thinking of you and the way you are thinking. Yeah. And then I have the Ten of Swords and I have the Empress. They both came upside down and they attract myself to be together here. What I am feeling with these two that are together is actually well, with the Ten of Swords, I feel we are moving on from the trauma. We decide that it's enough of staying stuck in that energy, that yes, it might be there, but we detaching from that and we decide to take life in hand fully. So that's something that is coming when you are going to actually be able to detach from there's emotions that are coming and going and leaving you the space to move forward and to grab life by hand. You are going to move on from the trauma. Even if the circle come back, know that it's another perspective that is coming to show you the way and to heal, but you do not need to attach to that, because you can let go of trauma and you are ready to let go of trauma and actually move forward regardless. With the Empress, I feel you are creating your world. You are creating your world, again, regardless of what others are thinking, wanting to bring humanity with you. So there is the compassion and there is the willingness of reconnecting with a community, but there is, I am starting from myself and others will follow if they want to. So you really surrender, but you follow what you want to create for your life, for your well-being, for the world you want to see. And you are really at peace with that, because you start to understand that there is no other way around, that this world needs to be recreated, and it starts from you within, with the guidance of the source, the divine, God, whoever you believe in. I really say that because it can be honestly whoever or whatever you believe in, coming to actually guide you through you, and you feel that pull to actually do that, you know, like me going on my hike this week and creating the space and actually clearing the space, clearing the forest from lost soul or from energy that needed to be released to the light, bringing me message of peace as well, and message that I needed to hear for me to continue on my journey of growth. So trust where you are attracted to. You know, I have place in the world that I am attracted to, and I know I will go one day. I know I'll go, and I want to use the word pelerinage. I will go on that pelerinage because I know there is a strong message over there for me at the time. All right, we have resounding sound, the throat chakra, and to me that is to again releasing what doesn't belong to you without attaching, but it's also again the throat chakra is being able to express who you are. Soul the sun is the perception, desire to know the true self, the third eye. And to me it's continuing to say especially is the card 21, so it's Trinity, is the connection to the universe, to the heart, and to the earth. And to me, this card is really showing that humanity continue to wake up, and you have to trust that the people who are around you, they are going to awake on their own time. There is no need to force everything. Continue on your path and to show your light, to show your trust, desire to know true self. Again, it's show your trust, and people will awaken. They will open their third eye and be like, wow, and you'll be there for them at the time they awaken. And with the resounding, to me, is being in nature, is being in connection with the earth, but it's expressing your trust. So these two cards, to me, they are really going one-to-one with each other to really bring that connection between the third eye and the throat chakra, for you to be able, while you're opening your awareness, to be able to express that without any, well, the word shame and fear are coming, but I don't want to use this word, but that's what's coming. So there is a pull of doing it, and it's important to actually express that out of yourself. But to me, there is the guidance of Mother Nature very strongly, and the woman, here I feel the energy of Trinity, like, we have 8 and 1, so it's 9, so it's 3, 3, 3, and then we have 2 and 1, which is 3, so we have 4, 3. The Trinity, the connection, we are more and more aligned, and the people around you are more and more aligned as well. But it's saying, be patient, let people unfold their unfold to their true self as they go, but look at yourself and also show the way in really compassionate energy, and and the self, compassionate self. We have forgive, and I think that's a big one here. And what I'm seeing from forgiveness here, forgive, is, and I want to talk about what's going on right now, but I'm not going to go in that tangent. But what I want to say is, whatever, and you'll understand what I mean. Whatever people choose for their health, for their life, it is their choice, and they may not be awakened right now, but be compassionate and forgive that they are taking that path, or forgive yourself that you haven't been able to open their awareness, because actually it's not up to you. It's about their path and what they have come here to live on life, on earth. We all have choose the soul journey we were going to go on. So all the ones that are awakened right now with what is going on and have been for a long time, we choose that path, and we choose the path to be the shower. But there is no need to convince people. There is need to actually walk our truth, and then humanity wakes up as they go. And it's a very beautiful and challenging path, but we choose that. So let's walk our truth, and let's bringing with peace, with trust, with faith, that everyone else will awaken on their own time. So I think the forgiveness is around this. Of course, anger can always be justified, but then so can forgiveness. Just depend on how much more you want from the adventure. And I think, that's also saying, again, an emotion that is going through, watch it for what they are, and then bring forgiveness to heal yourself. And I think that's probably the best way to put it there. And then it's not as if you need anyone. For as long as you wish to keep them in your life, whoever they may be, understanding them as opposed to changing them will wildly improve the chance that they will wish to keep you in their life. On the other hand, you are pretty much stuck with me. So again, talk your truth, but do not try to convince someone else. Accept their truth as well, because everyone has theirs. And again, that's an emotion. To be able to actually stay in that, there is no need to battle in relationship, because we want to keep beautiful beings around us and we want to work this time all together, even if we have different mindset, different viewpoints, different awakening, awareness. And I think that's very, very important. And then I'm keeping the best for the end. Freedom, 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 freedom. And why I'm repeating that and that over and over again is because when you are able to surrender, to detach from your thought, from your emotion, from the external things, from what people decide for their life, and you walk your truth, knowing that this is the best you can do for yourself and for others, freedom appears. Freedom appears in your life. You're not running after freedom anymore. You choose it, and you created that space within your life. Yeah, I'm going to end this reading on this and this guidance on this, because this is exactly what needed to be said today. Wow, beautiful being, again an amazing, incredible message that I'm so happy, that I actually come and put that video on to actually receive the message for all of us, because they bring me joy, even when they are challenging to hear, and they are maybe challenging also to put in place. They are incredibly beautiful and meaningful, and I just love it. Alright, so I'm going to say, if you love this kind of video, make sure to subscribe to the channel, because this helps me to bring the message to other people that need to hear it. Share it with a friend that need to hear that, family members. Put a thumbs up if you liked it, and then if you want to work one-on-one with me, I do remote session, so you can book online on my website, or if you are here in New Zealand and you want to start to do one-on-one session with me, physical session, this is going to happen very shortly, and I will let you all know about it soon. I'm sending you lots of love and light, and I wish you a wonderful day or night, and I'm going to see you next week again for another video. Bye.